According to records, this was a youth correctional facility until 1962, when the estate was overtaken by an obscure Soviet research fund, the Institute for Human Betterment.
Looks deserted.
The place was abandoned after a fire in '89. Then, only a few weeks ago, it was acquired by an anonymous investor using cryptocurrency. It has to be Lucas Gray.
He's here.
Be careful, 47. The breadcrumbs were almost too easy to follow. It could be a trap.
Not a trap. An invitation.
You came home. I knew you would. You've come a long way, 47. And even now, you don't remember.
This place.
This was our prison, where Father trained us, shaped us into killers for Providence. You don't remember. They ripped it out of you, wiped it away, but I do. I remember everything.
You're a terrorist with nothing to lose. You'd say anything.
I know, it's difficult. You never miss your mark or question your function, but we made a pact. You and I. Do this, and we both lose.
There was an incident. That boy, he died.
He lived. Because of you. Don't you remember his name? You know this. Deep down, you know. What was his name?
Subject 6. Your name is Subject 6.
And what is our purpose?
To take them all down.
We were going to tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call The Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation. And they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look.
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys.
So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident.
The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly.
As were all the neighbors.
My men did what needed to be done.
It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right, so here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real shattered plant.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck.
Here's a flyer for you. Mr. Blake has many important initiatives to share. Hey, you guys haven't been poking around the frog habitat behind the house, have you?
No.
Oh, okay, great. It's just that, well, I saw one of those security people from...
Sir, I'm sorry. This is a restricted... Thank you. I'm glad we don't have a problem.
Oh, okay, great. It's just that, well, I saw one of those security people from Mr. Janus's house, and I'm pretty sure he was burying something back there, and I just figured since you guys seem to be, you know, working together, you might know about it.
Someone from Janus' security detail buried something in the frog habitat behind Cassidy's house. What could that possibly be?
Excuse me, sir. You...
Have a fly. Charles Blake III appreciates your performance.
That is Nolan Cassidy, former Secret Service agent and current Providence Herald. Cassidy is assigned to protect Janus.
Looks like everyone's invited.
It would be a good time to coax some information out of unsuspecting locals. But I find that once the food's been served and the beer flows freely, people are more chatty. I think we'll return once the burgers are served.
All right. Boss.
Everything looks good.
Nolan Cassidy. I want to speak to the man in charge. That's you?
Everyone around. We have to go to town meetings every 3 weeks to do votes on local regulations because he keeps coming up with new ways of trying to control what we can or can't do around here. If that man ever got into higher office, I'll be living in a police state.
Don't fly then. Vote for Blake in the upcoming elections. Here's the flyer. Mr. Blake has many important initiatives to take. Have a fly. Read more about Charles Blake's service to politically flexible platforms. Have a fly. Charles Blake III appreciates your support.
Hey, psycho!
Vote for Blake with the upcoming
Nothing worth wasting.
Here's your chance to change the world. Vote Blake.
You want to holster that? Nothing matters to me.
Here's fine, folks. Mr. Blake has many important initiatives to check. Have a flight. Read more about Charles Blake III and his politically flexible platform.
A cigar box with a few cigars and a note inside. Well, this is very interesting. The note indicates that the box was given to Janus by the Constant. As per tradition, he writes. 47. This could mean the Constant and Janus meet up on a regular basis. Excellent find.
What do you look like?
Pretty sure it was that James Batty guy. You know, the guy with the lawsuit?
Pain in the ass. What was he doing?
I tagged him trying to peek over the fence. He claimed he wanted to see if the frogs were migrating further into our yard. I sent him on his way.
All right.
A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft, and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and her sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Huh. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47.
Hola, compadre, it's me. Yes, I have information to Dr. Mr. Cassidy's house. I'll remove both units when I'm done in Mr. Patrick's house. For, of course, no, I won't be oh, gee, darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful patties back there? And Mr. Wilson just keeps standing behind the grill, even though there's clearly no more gas on it.
I know, it's weird. Why doesn't he go grab a new can? Do you mind?
I know, it's weird. Why doesn't he go grab a new computer? I'm here.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, now I feel safe.
I swear, I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, demolition man. Unless it's a flesh-eating mutant mole, you don't need to push. We're gonna keep some things like you look at.
Dump the hole, and then you blow up the tunnel. You know what's left? Look it up on YouTube.
Sir, if the American police force was used as a guiding principle for data procedure, I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it.
Found another package?
Yeah. Tossed it in the trash like the others. I really like that. But Mr. Janus wants to smoke. No.
Hey, man, it's fucking keep the man alive. A pack of smokes per day ain't gonna do one of Janus' mom.
I really don't think our duty goes that far. The old man wants to smoke during the day. So what? He's older than the trees by now. Let him have some fun. It's not like we're tucking him into bed at night. He's covered in smoke.
Oh, yeah. So, the other day I accidentally asked Janus about that burn in the basement.
Haven't you learned anything yet? How long did he talk for?
Oh, can't really be sure. Zoned out eventually. It's not as bad as that time I used the gramophone for the house, though. Man, that tune kicked off some old memories and some long-ass stories. He dragged me down to the basement and showed me all of his memorabilia.
You know how it works.
Interesting. Maybe you should try to spark some of those old stories, 47. Who knows what secrets Janus might reveal?
Well, I've learned my lesson, that's for sure.
Saturday is muffin day, Gunnar. But I'm not seeing any muffins here.
I think some of the boys may have been a little snack hungry.
I remember the first time I had
Helen, how are you today?
Oh, just fine, Janus, darling. It's Saturday, so I've been making a lot of muffins for the town. You know how...
Janus. Cold War spymaster and the first Providence Constant. I wonder how much he remembers. How little he cares.
Oh, well, I don't know about all that. I just feel like giving something back. Speaking of which, when's coming over?
Right. There you go.
What I wouldn't give for a nice pack of Novaya right now. I remember the first pack I had, back in '67. Nothing will ever come close. Certainly not this thing.
The doctors have recommended you don't smoke cigarettes, Mr. Janus.
I know damn well what the doctors have recommended. I got to be my age by not following their recommendations. Doctors are clueless homicide detectives, poking around random people's bodies, searching for clues as to the cause of death before the patient is even dead. They have no idea about how anything works, guessing their way through fatality after fatality, telling people what they should or should not do with their tiresome recommendations.
You've got the cravings all right, Mr. Janus, but doctor's orders are doctor's orders.
Bah! Say, Gunther, did you see my photograph? The group photo from the first gathering?
No.
Janus is looking for an old group photo. It might be interesting to see who's on it.
Shall I ask some of them to look for the photograph?
No. This takes me back. The night I passed the torch. End of an era as Constant. We had the Vienna Philharmonic played that night. Empty concert hall except for the two of us. A rare moment indeed. A good talk, hands shaken, honor among men. As it should be. I wonder if he remembers it as vividly as I do. I should ask him when we meet again soon.
So, that piece of music sparked a memory in Janus's mind, and we now have confirmation that he and the Constant will be meeting each other soon. Great work, 47. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society, and we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
Jeez.
Hey, take it easy, man.
end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like him. Still, we are close now, 47.
Oh, sure. If you play around a little with some fertilizer, propane, and gasoline, they're right there to compensate your stuff and treat you like a goddamn terrorist. So when you're positive,
I'm really sorry, sir. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to let you pass. Orders, you know. Asshole. You'll never come through here as long as I'm alive. Now get the fuck out of my face.
Ryan, it's Nolan. Need a favor. 11-3 unit on a guy called Jose Alvarez. Apparently works as a fumigation technician for a company here in Vermont, but I think there's more to him than that. Yes, it's important. Why else would I call you? I have a strong suspicion he's a security risk. Can you verify whether that is the case or not? Snooping around my house.
You know the exterminator guy who's working on Daddy's house? Same guy as the Cassidy, right? Yeah. So, Doc, I know.
This fatty guy is driving me crazy. Every time he sees me, he comes out and wants me off. The problem is he just won't shut up. Always ranting about that damn lawsuit against Janus and waving piles of paper. And if I give a racket, that's kind of a problem.
He's an exterminator. Who cares about the lives of insects? What a weirdo. I thought so too. But then, he told me this story about his pet cockroach.
Curious.
And that is Nolan Cassidy taken care of. Both targets are confirmed killed.
It's a journal or a document.